There are several ways to assess standards in its learning. For example, you can use a rubric to assess submitted assignment answers. The rubric assessment will also set an assessment for the standard connected to the criteria of the rubric. It is also possible to connect standards to test questions. When a student answers a question, the connected standard or standards will also be assessed. Lastly, it is possible to use the task tool to assess activities happening outside of its learning. For example, an oral presentation. For this, you can also use a rubric or directly set the status on the standard. All these assessments feed into the standards progress report, which can be found under follow-up and reports. This report quickly gives insight into the proficiency and mastery of your students regarding the course standards. You can get an overview for all standards or zoom in on an individual standard to see the assessment status per student. It is also possible to click on an assessment status, for example, does not meet, to quickly see to which students this status applies. To get insight on student level, simply click the Participants tab. This will give a quick overview per student on all course standards. You can zoom in on an individual student and from there zoom in even further on an individual standard, where you can see the latest rubric assessment, the assessment history for the student on this standard, and the content aligned to the standard to which this student has access. To get a standard alignment overview for the whole course, you can use the alignment report that can also be found under follow-up and reports. Standards colored green are at least aligned to one plan or resource, while standards colored white are not aligned yet. If a standard has aligned content, the report can quickly tell you which content that is.